Hello, I'm Tina Cat. Welcome to my channel. Today we are playing The Letter. Previously, we started showing off the house and figured out the other lady was Miss McCall. And she said it was such a heavy accent, okay? And, we met two creepy people, which I assume are actually the people in this picture. And he's excited about the wine cellar. She's just happy about the house in general. And then we're getting a creepy feeling in this parlor, hearing these whisper sounds, and we kind of took a break. And that is pretty much where we left off. Yeah. Anyways, let us continue. I'm left alone for a good while, the same words spilling out of my lips in the silent parlor. Until a hand taps my shoulder.
Hello, you there? Yes, ma'am? Oh, look at you! Having to show a group around a mansion this big must be exhausting.
And you just had to come over here and ruin my break?
Not a problem, ma'am. I'm just doing my job. What a hard worker! Anyway, Isabel, right? Isabella, actually. But yes, what can I help you with, ma'am, right? Please, just Hannah. Call me Hannah.
Okay, we'll call you Hana then.
I just wanted to ask, how soon are we able to move in?
Did you buy the house? My brain completely stops. The sick feeling plaguing me is suddenly gone, replaced by utter bewilderment. Is this a joke? She looks at me expectantly as I struggle to come up with an answer.
Wait, ma'am, you see, but we haven't even negotiated a price yet, ma'am. We haven't even finished touring the rest of the mansion. A sale would be great and all, but...
She stops me from speaking any further and puts a hand on my shoulder. For a moment, with her tight smile, she looks as if she has tasted a particularly sour lemon.
Oh, please, sweetie, don't insult me. Money is not a problem. And, just between you and me, this place is better off with us than with some old lady who'll probably just fill it up with cats.
I don't see how that's a problem.
I personally don't think there's anything wrong with having cats here, Ma'am Hannah. I'm sure there's more than enough space here if you want pets.
Perhaps I'm still not feeling well, but really, what's wrong with cats? More importantly, why is she talking about moving in already?
Well, I'm more of a dog person.
Are you saying you're a bitch? Just asking.
But you see, this is going to be a gift to my darling. It's going to be our anniversary soon.
So you're buying him a mansion that he has very little interest in? Wonderful.
And it would be so wonderful if you can secure its purchase for us. Why, I can even offer something extra if you help us out with the paperwork.
Is your bid bigger than all the other bids?
We actually have a process for this, ma'am. I don't really think that would be necessary or appropriate.
And just what are you two lovely ladies talking about here? Leaving me and our lovely interior designer to talk here by ourselves.
Creepy.
What would the people think, darling?
Oh, it's just small talk, love. I was asking if she could help me with the paperwork.
That's not suspicious at all. I try not to wince when I hear her nails dig into my shoulder. Story updated. Is there like a thing here where I can see story? Branching tree. Warning. This feature shows the outline of your current chapter and has content that others might deem as spoilers. Do you want to proceed? No. No, I won't. I won't proceed. Save. Backlog. Journal. Relationship. I assume like the tree has something to do with the thing. So I will look at it just in case there are spoilers. Because that defeats the purpose, doesn't it? I can only hope but send an imploring look at Miss McCall, who only gives me an apologetic smile and a shrug.
Yeah, I can give you a fact sheet and a form to fill out.
She wastes no time in taking the papers from my hand and shuffles through the bunch. Oh man, Rose is going to be so angry at me for letting her do that.
Wonderful. And Marianne, I'd really love to talk to you about those changes. You took some notes earlier, yes?
I did, Mom. But I really hope that this time...
Excellent. Hopefully you can help us out too, Isabel.
I don't like people
Isabella.
like her.
Right. It's a lovely name, Isabel.
As she continues to mispronounce it.
It's Isabella. Yes, that's great. We'll be more than happy to put in a good word to your superiors too, and...
Oh my gosh, that's almost the equivalent of going, I love that for you.
What's this?
Achievement unlocked, D-list horror prop. I look at confusion. He does not seem very confused. Neither does she. And she looks scary. A look of confusion and disgust appear on her face. Turning to her husband, he merely shrugs in reply.
That's, an interesting work of art. Not to my taste, though. I'm sorry.
Did we accidentally hand her the letter?
Darling, Buttercup, art is a complete overstatement for this garbage. It looks like a cheap prop from a D-list horror film.
Shush, love. Let the girl do what she pleases with, what do they call this? Oh, forget about it. At the very least, it's not as dreadful as the one art exhibit I was forced to attend last month.
She looks a lot prettier here in the corner than she did with her moving sprite.
You should have seen it, Marianne. Even you would have been appalled.
What does she mean by even you?
But I'm sure you'll know what to do with all walls once we get started.
I highly doubt it is as bad as you say, Ma'am. Nevertheless, you can be assured that my team will only pick whatever suits your tastes. Nothing of this chain letter sort, of course. It has to always work with a palette.
Oh, wait, does that mean we passed it on to 3 people?
I'm quite sure chain letters these days don't come in this form.
Right, they come in emails. It's my turn to be puzzled. What do they mean? Rose and I double-checked everything. Are the papers I handed not enough? I want to ask what I did wrong. I don't want to mess this up. But with the way Ma'am Hannah's leading the conversation, I'm afraid that's exactly what will happen if I do interrupt her.
That's good to hear. See, darling, isn't she an absolute delight to work with? I can't wait to see how this place will look when she's done with it.
Oh, you don't have to tell me that, Buttercup.
See, she looks prettier in the sprite down here than she does here. I'm not saying she doesn't look pretty. I'm just saying, in comparison, comparatively speaking, if you will. I smile is back on her face when she turns to me and hands me a strange piece of paper.
I would still put it away if I were you, though. Otherwise, people might get the wrong impression. Anyway, as I was saying...
I don't hear the rest of what she says after that. I can only stare down at the paper, at the letter in my hands. The side crinkles in my grip, and my breathing grows labored. Dread quickly fills my mind.
Isabella? Isabella? Are you all right? You're looking pale.
I didn't even notice when Rose's group joined us in the parlor. I want nothing more than to say, no, I'm not alright. I want to leave this place, because I remember everything as clear as day. Story updated. Awesome. This letter and those blood-soaked limbs in the attic, it's real.
The letter. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Careless. I've been so careless. How do I even tell them that without looking like I've gone mad? Should I even tell them? Show the letter to Rose. Don't show the letter. Ooh, this is tricky. What happens if I do show her the letter? Does that mean I've shown it to 4 people now? Yeah, we'll just show her the letter. We'll just drag her down with us. It's fine. Oh, what happened now? Has it gone down? Oh no, Marianne has gone down. She liked us so much before. I blurted out before I could think twice about what I'm going to say.
Rose, we need to get out of here. This place is cursed.
Okay, that is not what I thought was going to happen. I thought we were going to be like, hey Rose, this was in the papers earlier. Yada yada yada, not this place is cursed. Rose cast a nervous glance at the people in the room. Most are still engaged in conversation with their peers, but those curious enough to turn their heads in our group direction have been given her trademark saleswoman smile. A tight expression is on her face when she pulls me aside.
Isabella, we've already had a conversation about this weeks ago. Those are just stories.
And I'm telling you that it's not. I saw something in there. It's not human at all. I thought it was just nothing, but isn't this letter proof enough?
She gently reaches out to pluck the paper off my hand. Without even taking a glance at it, she folds it back neatly.
Look, I'm really getting worried about you. I know you want to see this open house through, but your condition is more important. Give me a few minutes to wrap things up here, and I'll drive you to the nearest hospital.
No! You don't understand! There isn't a condition, Rose. No concussion at all. I'm fine. But this place isn't, and you're being stubborn about it.
Oh, goodness. Before Rose could open her mouth for a retort, a hand lands on both our shoulders, pulling the two of us a distance closer.
Now, ladies, what seems to be the problem here?
Also, why are you touching me?
Nothing, sir. I just had to clarify a few things with my colleague.
Well, it certainly seems intense. A smile fits the two of you better, in my opinion.
Ugh. His hand better not still be on my shoulder.
Especially darling little Lily here.
Who? He gives my shoulder a gentle squeeze, while an inscrutable smile spreads across his face. You know my name's not Lily, right? And also, stop touching me.
It's Isabella, sir.
Of course. But my point still stands. And with two beautiful ladies here, I'm sure.
And I'm sure little Lily here would certainly appreciate it if you remove your pretty hands from her, darling.
Yes, I would appreciate it. The presence on my shoulder lifts as soon as those words leave his wife's lips, while the scowl on her face is like a splash of cold water on me. It is also impossible to miss the displeased frown on Miss Call's face. The realization that we might lose the sale because of my outburst instantly dawns on me. Rose will be beyond pissed.
I think I need to step out for a while. I'll be back.
She did not hand us. See, it was like, yeah, hand her the letter. I thought she was just going to really show her the letter. I didn't realize she was going to have a complete mental breakdown. Like a spaz. Bowing my head, I mutter a quick apology and gather my stuff to make a quick exit. It doesn't matter if this place is haunted or not. I've caused trouble, and Rose can be quite unforgiving of behavior like this. I'm almost at the door when she catches up to me.
Isabella, wait!
The apprehension must have been quite obvious on my face because her expression instantly shifts to something gentler, eyes soften, a fond smile spreading on her lips.
Hey, I'm not angry.
Are you sure? 'Cause you seem angry.
I know. I'm sorry I ruined this for you.
Come on, you didn't ruin anything. It's not like we haven't ran into any problems before. If we don't get a deal today, we can always try on a different day. And look.
She hesitates, completely trailing off before shifting her gaze down to her hands, a small gesture to stall. Her fingers are fiddling with a piece of folded paper. It's that stupid letter again. My hands stiffen when she gives it back, but I take it nevertheless. More as an automatic response than any desire to have it back. I'll throw it away if I can. But I have this nagging feeling that one way or another it'll find its way back to me, regardless of what I do about it.
Rose, this is... You have to let them know about...
I know you want us to get this sale so badly. And we've made a lot of plans on how to go about this. I mean, who wouldn't? This is the first time I've been assigned to a property like this. I've sold plenty of houses before, but nothing like what we have here. It's a beautiful house. I'd love to get one of my own if I ever win the lottery.
It's a creepy house.
But I think... Look, here's the thing, Isabella. If we are going to do this, work on something, I don't know, this big, I need you in top shape. And the way you are now...
My mind stops.
What? Wait. No, I can still work. I just need to get myself together.
That's what you said earlier. I let it go because I thought, hey, it's your own body and you should know more than anyone how you feel. But after this, I really think you should take a break.
Oh no.
You're kicking me out?
No, I'm not.
It kind of sounds like you are, though.
Look, all I'm asking is for you to take a seat somewhere I can see you, and let me handle this for now. You're clearly not yourself, and I honestly could use some time not worrying when you'll fall over or not. The day's not even over, and I'm already feeling the stress. Please, humor me just this once.
But I don't wanna. She clasps her hands together in front of her, eyes pleading for understanding. And I do understand. To some extent. That doesn't mean I feel any less awful. Whether at myself, at the only turn of the situation has taken, or for her. I don't really know.
I promise I'll give you a full report of what happens after. I'll even let you take the lead tomorrow.
Sure.
Fine. Okay. I'll step aside for now.
You're upset.
Well, yeah.
A little, yeah, obviously.
See?
If it's any consolation, I won't tell the boss about today. You know how he is.
Please don't. I don't want a repeat of the lecture I got during my first assignment. He called me a noob, and I don't even know what that means.
You don't know what a noob... She's not from the West, I guess. Okay. At the memory, we both burst into helpless giggles, earning us a strange looks from guests milling about the door. Talking and laughing like this, it's easy to forget any mishaps that happened. Little things you learn to appreciate, I guess.
So, are we good?
Hey, okay, Rose. I'm still not okay with it, but Rose has a point. It's better for me to step out of this one for now.
I won't be able to help you anyways if I keep getting distracted like this. Maybe I'll just take a walk outside or something while I wait for you to wrap things up.
Please, just stay put. I insist.
I know you insist, but I don't wanna.
I'm not an invalid, Rose.
You clearly have not seen how you looked earlier.
It's not
true.
that bad.
No, we looked pretty out of it.
Color hasn't even returned to your cheeks yet. Just stay here, all right? Don't even think of going anywhere.
We're totally going to go somewhere.
Let me finish what I'm doing here, and then I'll take you back to Luxembourg myself to have that minor bump checked. At least wait for me to call someone who'll fetch you, okay?
Okay, no. She's gone before I can voice one word of complaint. Left with nothing else to do, I find myself drifting back to the foyer. A few visitors lingered in the area, some merely enjoying the afternoon sunlight streaming through the stained glass windows. Others can be seen admiring the priceless antiques decorating the room. One group of elderlies, gathered some ways across from me, is occupied in a friendly banter about which one would cost more to buy. A little argument here, and occasional laughter and teasing there. I smile to myself. The conversation reminds me of what I've been missing these past few months. Rose is probably right. I do need a break. Maybe this afternoon's hangout will help. Speaking of, I should call Ash. A few hours earlier, what I've told him. It's a few hours earlier from what I've told him, but he did ask me to call once I'm done. Besides, I don't have a ride back. He offered, so I might as well take it. I bribed him into giving me one. Not that he'll ever accept the latter, personal conventions and all. Honestly, if there's something I find admirable about him, it's despite his tendency to annoy the hell out of me, it's that. Well, whatever. Well, whatever way works. A free ride is still a free ride. There's Rose's offer too, but despite what she says, I know she'll buy for the rest of the afternoon, especially without me assisting. Bothering her for a favor as small as this is the last thing I want to do right now. A couple minutes, a few prayers, asking for a decent signal later, the call finally connects and...
Shit! Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude. Pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude.
Shit, how loud is this thing even?
Guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City.
A sharp ringing
Baggers,
fills the
watch
entire
out,
hall,
can't beat me.
disrupting the
Looking for
pleasant
trouble?
quiet
Better
that
not
has
lie.
settled.
I'm a cool dude.
Soon enough,
Pretty
heads
fly for
begin
an
to turn
Asian
in
guy.
search of the source,
Sup, I'm
mine
Ash from
included.
Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble?
Okay.
Better not lie.
This really needs to stop playing.
Dude. Pretty fly for an Asian guy.
My
Sup,
eyes dart
I'm Ash
around
from
the small
Deluxe
crowd
City.
before zeroing
Baggers,
in on
watch out,
one
can't
finger
beat me.
crouched
Looking
behind
for
the same
trouble?
group of
Better
old
not
people,
lie.
checking out
I'm
the,
a cool dude.
the decorous
Pretty fly
moments
for an
ago.
Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash
He is
from
facing
Deluxe
away
City.
from me,
Baggers,
fumbling with
watch out,
something in his
can't
hands.
beat me.
I
Looking for
don't
trouble?
need to see
Better
his face
not
to know
lie.
whose
I'm a cool
back
dude.
it is.
Pretty fly for an
Oh,
Asian guy.
I'd recognize that
Sup,
dumb
I'm Ash from Deluxe City.
parka
Baggers,
anywhere.
watch out, can't
Without
beat me.
bothering to end the
Looking for
call,
trouble?
I marched
Better
towards
not
him.
lie. I'm a cool
After what
dude.
happened today,
Pretty fly
I'm
for an Asian
really
guy.
not in the mood to deal with
Sup,
this.
I'm
Of all the
Ash from
times to-
Deluxe City.
Ashton Frey!
I called him Trey earlier. I mistook the F for T. What happens next is something I'll surely regret later for having not recorded.
Ah!
He lets out an undignified yelp followed by his phone slipping out from his grip. It bounces from one hand to the other in his poor attempt to catch it before ultimately falling flat on the floor with a resounding clack. I kind of feel sorry for the phone and the floor. But it's not every day that you can catch someone like Ash off guard and get a reaction. Damn, his stupid detective senses. I'll take every ounce of victory I can get, no matter how small. Ha! An awkward pause passes between us. I blink. A cough. He makes a face. And then a too quick motion. He ducks and retrieves his abused gadget, while a grin threatens to break out from my lips. He doesn't meet my eyes when he straightens, but a flush crept up his neck and cheeks. In another universe, where we haven't known each other for 5 years and suffering through his teasing isn't a day-to-day occurrence, chances are I'd find that adorable. Endearing, even. Unfortunately, this isn't that kind of world. The way things are, I'm already content to see him out of his obnoxiously calm and collected disposition.
Hello to you too, scaredy cat. I could stand to be greeted like a normal person, you know.
Okay, asshole.
What? And miss that look on your face? No way. Oh man, I should have taken a picture.
I am so honored you find this funny. Is that how you treat your guests? I think I need to talk to your supervisor.
Talk to yourself. You aren't even a guest here. What are you doing here in the first place?
Yes, why are you here, asshole? For a moment, he looks like a cat that swallowed the canary. Suddenly checking every nook and cranny in his phone for any damage or scratches seems to be a more interesting activity than explaining himself.
Ash.
I could be looking to buy a house.
And you can afford this house?
A mansion?
Yeah, why not? Did you see the view outside? It doesn't look haunted to me at all.
Mm-hmm. He's messing with me.
Ashton, I am not in the mood. What are you doing here?
He chances a glimpse at some point behind me. The parlor? Curious, I follow his gaze, but before I can figure out what has caught his attention, he places a hand on my shoulder and turns me back to face him.
I just finished working on something, so I dropped by.
Mm-hmm. I still don't see how his work has anything to do with why he's here. At my confused look, he drops his hand, resting on my arm, like he touched something particularly hot, and casually rubs the back of his head.
And
Neck.
I said I'll see if I can pick you up. Turns out I can. Free time and all.
Huh.
So here I am. Figured you'd still be busy, and so I roamed around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you should have mentioned that sooner. I was about to throw you out.
Throw me? Hey, I was given a pamphlet. I think that makes me a legitimate client.
No, it doesn't.
We have mandatory sign-in sheets for clients, Ash. I didn't see your name on it. And you can't just roam around because it says open house. Normal people actually follow an etiquette here.
Maybe he's not normal.
Right, okay. I think I'll just go ahead and...
No, wait. I wasn't really going to throw you out. Rose said... Never mind. I was just about to leave anyway.
Wait, what? Now?
Yep, apparently. Something must have shown in my face because he pauses and gives me a long, hard stare. Sometimes I forget how easy reading people is for Ash, given how often he looks as if everything around him is a chore. I avoid his eyes, hoping he'll drop the subject and won't ask any more questions. Last thing I want is to tell him what happened, especially the part about the letter. In fact, he's the last person on Earth I'll ever think about telling it to, if I can help it. Sure, he's a dependable guy. God knows how many times he's helped me out, even without me asking for it. But stuff like ghosts and the supernatural? He'll never believe those, even if he hears it from a friend. Except, maybe if it's Becca. On a good day, the most harmless thing he'll do is give an explanation why those things have no chance of ever being real. At worst, he's insufferable. He'll poke fun at you at every single chance he'll get. Asshole. What did I ever do to him? He never does that to Becca or Zach. I can already imagine how things will go down the moment I spill the word of what I saw. Nope, over my dead body. Before it catches his attention, I shove the letter deep into my bag.
What's wrong?
Your face.
Nothing. Let's just go.
Doesn't look like a nothing to me.
Yeah, but we said it was nothing.
We still have Zach's movie tonight, remember?
It's still early. And didn't you say your shift will end around 5 or 6? What about...
Clearly
Hey,
that's
Isabella, wait up!
Yep. Figured we'd just continue walking. sounds like a terrifying door. A rush of air greets me as soon as the main door opens. Not the usual autumn draft, but it's still a welcome change from the stifling atmosphere inside the mansion. Alright, we'll see what happens next. Will we go to the movie? Will the thing follow us? Will the letter be found out by Ash Hole? I'm Tato Cat. Have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon.